When you come to the dance 4 or 5 times in 5 years, you pretty much you get comfortable.
All right, so fine. You're not surprised.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
You're not surprised.
No.
Are you worried
About what?
about them potentially losing this finals because of the injuries?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I mean, it's not even like you got to look at our team. The way it's a machine. This is a machine. This is why everybody is so envious and jealous. This is a machine. One man go down. When KD is out there, he has the ball the most. KD go down, we go back to move the ball around. Move the ball around. Oh, somebody else go down, we bring in DeMarcus Cousins. We change it up. DeMarcus Cousins. So what happens, you can't game plan against us, but we can game plan against you. We can even have you go back to high school defense running a boxing one on us and all that.
But it worked. But it worked. It worked. Why are the Warriors complaining about a high school defense? Score on it. They went 5 minutes, no buckets. They got a lucky. They lucky Steph didn't turn it over at the end and wound up in Iguodala's hands.
You know what you remind me of, Max? You remind me of a guy who always yelling for your horse when it's around, like halfway around the track. But we keep getting to the finish line. It's called the chip.
Well, I mean,
you want to talk about
KD comes
halfway.
Back, if KD comes back, speaking of halfway, you went 1 for 2 before KD got here. Now KD's here. Now everyone's feeling real tough. But you don't have KD right now.
Wait a minute. 1 for 2.
Split the first 2 titles.
Split the first two.
No. Did was Draymond in there?
Did Kyrie and Kevin Love play in the first one? Kyrie and Kevin Love?
Well, look, we can't account for half your team getting sick. That's our conditioning. We got the best conditioning staff in all the NBA. We got the best conditioning staff.
KD's not playing, Clay's not playing, Looney's not playing. What happened?
We've been here 5 times, so we got a little bit more mileage on us. We've been here 5 times, 4 times, 5 times.
That's fair. A lot of tread on their tires.
Fair enough. That's why it's hard to keep getting back. You were a bat boy for the A's in the 80s, right?
70s.
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 So you saw what years?
All from 72 all the way to 80.
Right, so you saw the dynasty.
Yes.
The Oakland A's won, for anyone who doesn't know, the Oakland A's won 72, 73, 74.
Right.
That in baseball, that's almost impossible to do because it's a lot of luck. How does that dynasty compare to this one, do you think?
I like that question, with the exception of a lot of luck. That wasn't luck either. Charles O'Finley at the time had the smallest front office staff in all of baseball, and yet he would actually go out and pick players as well as pick the right manager. So it was really orchestrated. It was structured.
No, I don't mean they weren't a great team. I mean, any team that wins the World Series 3 in a row, you got some bounces. Not like basketball. Basketball, best team wins. Baseball, you need a little luck cutting your way. But anyway, how do the two dynasties compare?
Well, this one I had to give a lot of credit to Joe Lacob and the staff, because when you look at the Warriors, it's such an envious position as a competitor. You got to look at the way we go about, even when it's a show before the game starts. You ever came and see Steph warm up, see him do his thing? You see the next man up. So from practice to game over to how we get physically prepared, it's a machine.
It's a beautiful thing to hear you articulate your position, your love for the Golden State Warriors. I can appreciate that, and I get where you're coming from because this is the 5th consecutive trip to the NBA Finals. But how are you feeling about this summer? Klay Thompson's going to be a free agent. Kevin Durant's going to be a free agent. Draymond Green is not going to be a free agent. He's not a free agent until the following summer, but they're in a position where they have to take care of him. How are you feeling about the future of this franchise, the comfort level of this franchise moving forward?
Let me ask you something. Is legacy important to you?
Of course it is.
Legacy is important. If I was KD, I wouldn't leave anyway. And here's why. The people who question, oh, KD, you came when the team already was a well-oiled machine and the best in basketball, they take shots at him, right? And they're going to do that. That's what they do, right? But for Pete, what can you say? He adds that to his resume. He's still going to get the same money.
But I got something I'm going to throw at you. You know what? And I want to get your response to this. If KD ends up leaving the Golden State Warriors, you know who I blame?
Who?
Y'all.
Why is that?
Because so much love has been thrown in the direction of Steph Curry. maybe if that same amount of love was thrown in KD's direction, he wouldn't be thinking about
No.
leaving.
Now you
Is that possible?
No. Stephen A. Wait. Stephen A. You getting sensitive. I've never known you to be so sensitive,
Not
Steve.
at all. I'm just making a point.
Sensitive on me now.
No. I'm giving you facts. Here's where I'm coming from. Listen where I'm coming from with this. I'm saying to you that considering this organization, which is first class, this fan base, which as far as I'm concerned is second to none. This fan base is second to none. You got the fan base, you got the ownership, you got a $1.5 billion new arena about to be built across the bay. You got the greatest shooter and the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of basketball, and you winning chips. What other reason can somebody of Kevin Durant's magnitude possibly want to leave unless he feels like there ain't enough love to go around?
No, it's enough love to go around. That's not it. But that is a nice try. But it's enough love. We give love equally. The love is equal.
That's not true.
But what I'm saying is for his legacy, we're going to give him a statue. We're going to put 5 players in front of the new arena.
Listen.
We're going to put 5 of them.
You're the last person that needs to be talking about love is distributed equally. Everybody don't get the same love as MC Hammer. Stop it. Stop it. That's just a lie. That's just a lie.
Hey, I've been here from the dirt though. You know, I'm really like Highland Hospital is right down the street. That's where I was born.
And so is Steph Curry. He started his career. He ain't been nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It's different than somebody that's a transplant.
I mean, it's different levels of love.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Don't deny that.
But we give KD the same amount of love. What we need to give KD is 4 consecutive championships and be the first player to do that. Add that to your resume.